Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Louisiana Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Bullock. That's reeled in, it's Gandy. Turning on the Jets. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmaking...
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
The Cougars are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
And the pass Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You got to throw the football.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on third down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rip. Throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Throwing right. Finds a man by himself. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Once he got some room, it was over. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Quick strike complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Just feeds the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Slithers into space. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Bullock. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The give to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Washington State has it in the red zone. Defense looks like they're coming. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Makes the catch. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Just keep slinging it. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Finding open areas. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ellison. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the defense drags him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The inside handoff. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Wazoo! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He turns that loose down the right side. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Makes the catch. It's Meredith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Washington State has it all working right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it a
touchdown, Cougars! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
from the gun. Here's a heat. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. All by himself. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm.
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Using his feet to buy time. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Makes the grab on the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got it set up on the outside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go right back to him. Spins away from the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. To the air. It's Bullock. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 24 over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. He's taking the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great.